Hey guys, today I have a very serious topic to talk about, and I think it's very urgent given what's going on in other regions of our world today, and that is the talk of if we were to have a nuclear attack. Now, some people may feel very strongly that this is an immediate danger, and others do not, and they want to blow it off. If you're one of those people, please just go ahead and stop the video. Maybe you can find something else to watch. This might not pertain to you, but I am strongly urging everybody that even has the slightest inkling that there is an immediate danger or could be an immediate danger to please go ahead and watch this video to the end. Now, um, I'm old enough to know and remember very well the Cold War from when I was a kid. I remember practicing drills and little things like that about wiping your skin down and showering and all that good stuff. I think everybody's probably seen the movies where they had the bunkers underground, and some people still have felt an immediate danger all along, and some people are just now starting to understand that these are real consequences. So today what we're going to talk about is kind of some symptoms of what could happen and then how you can protect yourself. So let's get right into it. So first of all, if there is a nuclear blast and you are within 7 to 8 miles of it, you can get a first degree burn with that. And so that's something that you'll need to pay attention to. But if you're within 5 miles of that, you can get a third degree burn where you have the welts all over your skin, and that's a real concern. Another thing that can happen is the flash from the hit itself. There is a common term for it, and it's called flash blindness, and it's a real thing. And if you're looking right at it, you can actually lose your eyesight anywhere from several minutes to permanently. So if that did happen, you would, I know it's so hard to say don't look at it because you're going to be drawn to it, but that will be the very first thing. There's going to be a bright flash, and then that's when everything is going to be, the shizzy hits the fizzy, as I like to say. So that's when your concern is really setting in. Now, whenever you go somewhere, you should already be looking at the buildings and surroundings that are around you. If you are not at home and a nuclear attack was going to happen, where could you go that would be safe? I personally would look for something that has either brick, cinder block, cement. Those are going to be your safest bets. And if you're at home or can get home, you need to go to the center of a room, preferably without windows, or to a basement. Now, once an attack happens, you typically, most scientists and precautionary programs all say that you have about 10 to 15 minutes to get to safety. So you need to get home as fast as you can or to your shelter or bug out location as quickly as possible to help protect yourself and your loved ones. Once you get to your home, there's going to be some steps that you're going to need to do, and you can prepare for this ahead of time. One is you're going to need some wipes. So I suggest getting possibly baby wipes. They work wonderfully. You're going to wipe down your skin the best you can before going in, particularly any skin that's exposed. So your face, your hands, your arms, depending on the time of year, you might be wearing shorts. So that is something you're going to need to wipe down. You're going to take off all your clothes, including your shoes, get straight in the house and go to a shower and wash up really well. You want to make sure that you're getting all the particles out of your hair, off your skin, your eyebrows. You just need to scrub down extremely good. Second of all, if you think you're going to have other people that are with you, make sure you have enough clothes. And this is more pertinent if you're going to a location and not in your own home. In your own home, obviously you have plenty of clothes, but if you have company, they might not fit in it. Then you need to remember toiletries. If you don't have a good supply of toiletries, that's something you want to think about for long term. Also, food and water. If you have food that is pre-packaged, water that is pre-packaged and in sealed containers, you can open those up and eat them just fine. However, if you have open food that's maybe outside or water that's been sitting outside for storage, that's not going to be safe anymore. So that's something you'll need to think about. I do want to encourage everybody to get heavy plastic and some duct tape. What you'll need to do with those is when the blast has happened and you get wiped down, you will need to immediately get into your house and take that plastic and go around all your windows and doors, seal it up with duct tape. This includes any vents that you might have in your floors or walls. You need to turn off any fans, ceiling fans, forced air, any kind of air conditioning, heating units. You don't want any air movement coming through your house. Now, one thing that is going to be very difficult for most people is your pets are going to need to be inside with you the entire time. You can expect to be inside anywhere from 24 hours to 2 weeks, but possibly longer depending on the circumstances. So if you have your pets, I know my dogs, they're in and out all day long and they do their business outside, but I can't let them out to do that. I know this is disgusting and most people don't want to think about it, but you will need to find an area for your dogs to go. You might consider using like a spare room or an area in a corner, lay some newspaper out and maybe have some pine shavings on hand. If you have a newspaper that's laid out or some plastic that you had left over from your windows, it would be a great area because when you're done, you can roll it up and throw it in trash bags to help eliminate the smells. Your dogs or any outside animals you have that you're bringing in will also need to be wiped down. That's something to think about. You'll need to wipe them down as much as possible, and if at all possible, give them a bath as well because they would have the same exposure that you would. Their fur would help protect a little bit though. Also, if you are outside, white clothes versus dark clothes. White clothes will kind of deflect it, where dark clothes will absorb it. Just like if you were out in the sun, if I was wearing a white shirt, I would be much cooler than wearing a black shirt. Same kind of process. Now, when the blast from Hiroshima happened, you know, the heat was 540,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is massive. Now, if you take that into context, you realize that the blast takes the oxygen out of the air and basically leaves nothing left but carbon, which will just make buildings collapse. They cannot withstand that, and that's why you see that in so many areas that have been hit by any kind of attack previously in time. So that's also something to keep in mind. I would not prepare myself and go to a basement of a skyscraper. That just doesn't seem very intelligent because there is a great chance of it falling. So when you're looking around and you're trying to find the best place, prepare for that ahead of time. Prepare for your family ahead of time. Make sure you have that food and water on hand. Make sure you have plastic and that you have the duct tape to hold it up. The other thing that you're going to need is a handheld cranked radio with some extra batteries. And here's why. You're going to want batteries to help you with any lighting issues because you may lose some of that. But you are not going to have internet, no television, no regular phones are going to be working at all. So your form of communication is going to be coming through that radio. And you're going to want to know that the levels are safe for your family to once it's over, exit your dwelling that you're staying in. So it's going to be very important that you have that with you so that you can make a safe assessment from your family. All the agencies, FEMA, Red Cross, Department of Homeland Security, I'm drawing a blank at the others, but every agency, I have checked them all. They are all preparing for a nuclear attack. I thought maybe I could find one that wasn't, but they're not. This tells me that it's very immediate danger and we should all get prepared. They are also suggesting that you get IOSAT tablets. These are a tablet that helps cleanse out your thyroid gland. This is really important and something that everybody should have on hand. So I thought, let me go and try to find some. I'll put a link down below and you guys can all order some as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, I checked 25 websites. 25, I'm not joking. All of them were back ordered and sold out. So I did 4 of them I was able to get emails out to. As soon as I know that there's a shipment back in, I will update the description box below with a link for you as soon as I hear back from one of them. So far, nothing though. So you're just going to need to make sure that you have all the stuff you need. I would also include in that maybe some board games, cards, dice, anything like that, because being cooped up inside of a home with no windows, no going outside or anything for a couple of weeks can really wear on everybody. So I think that would be a good idea to have some form of entertainment to pass the time. It's not like you're going to be just turning on a television. I hope this provides you with a lot of really good information to get you forward in the direction you need to go. I really pray from the bottom of my heart that your families are all safe and healthy, and that you guys can get these items and get yourself prepared now in the event of a catastrophic event like a nuclear attack. God bless and stay safe.